Hello, everyone. My name is Justin Smith, and today we are talking about finding your voice. This is going to be interesting for me because my voice has changed like just in the last 5 years. 5 years ago, I was an MMA fighter. I loved fighting, like fighting was life. I loved getting in the cage. I loved the process, the training every day, the getting better, the learning new skills, learning new techniques, getting stronger. And if I won a fight, I was on top of the world. Everything was great. If I lost a fight, it was the end of the world and I was worthless. It was quite the roller coaster ride. When I turned 30, I stopped fighting, and that's when I was really lost because it really did define me. So, like page 50 says, to find your voice, you have to discover what you care about, what defines you, and what makes you who you are. So, of course, when I stopped doing the thing that defined me, I definitely lost my voice. Luckily for me, I had a leadership mentor. His name was Chad, and he was taking me through the Giant Five Voices leadership training. And he really challenged me. He said, "You had all this energy, all this time and energy focused inward for like trying to be the best. Why don't you take that time and energy and focus it outwards and try to help others?" So this was quite the shift for me because my whole life I went from sport to sport to sport, trying to be the best. And then I had to completely shift that focus outwards. I went through the training with him. I took in a lot of John Maxwell leadership podcasts and John Maxwell's books. Andy Stanley leadership podcast was another great tool as well. And then I kind of shifted my focus towards you never truly learn something until you shared it with someone else. So that has really helped me with developing my voice with where it is today. I'm currently a supervisor at Jasco Products. I have an amazing inventory team. I also work for the Outlaw 100 Trail Series where I run their social media. So on their social media, I will post the upcoming races, let runners know what to expect, answer the questions they may have. I also have a YouTube channel called Run Trails Eat Bacon where I go out and do long ultra marathons kind of all over America. And then I'll make highlight videos sharing my experience and then letting runners know what to expect in case they wanted to do that race the next year. So all these different platforms, both professionally and just as a hobby, have really helped me develop my voice with where it is today. And I'm very grateful that I had Chad in my life when at the time that I did, so I can kind of shift that focus instead of just chasing the next dream. So one of the things I'll be vulnerable about, because I know with my voice, I love where it is now, but I do need to improve on it. I really need to get better, a little bit better with empathy. Whenever a team member comes to me and they're dealing with an issue, I'm trying to refrain from telling them how I would fix it. Like, if I were you, I would do this. I'm trying to get away from that because that team member is not me. We don't see things the same way. We don't approach things the same way. We deal with things differently. So instead, I'm trying to ask better questions to really get a good understanding of how they chase their goals, how they process things, how they learn things. That way, whenever they come to me with an issue, I can better tell them how they should deal with it instead of telling them how I would deal with it. So that is something I'm currently working on with my voice, but I'm very happy with where it is now, and I'm excited to see where it will be 5 years from now. Thanks, everyone.